Sigma 85mm 1.4 Art Series lens. I waited for this lens for quite some time and finally it has arrived to see what's inside the box. So it comes with the standard 7-year Sigma warranty, and these are the manual inside the box. It comes with a Sigma strap, which you can use it with the pouch. So the Sigma lenses normally they comes with a good pouch, and you can use it later on. Okay, let's see what's inside the bag. Okay, so here's the lens, and here's the lens hood. This lens is a quite chunky lens, and it's quite big. If you look at this lens, it's quite big lens and it's quite heavy. The back of the lens, you can see there's a weather sealing. It's not like a rubber one, and it's a metal. This lens has a quite big filter. If I remove the hood, you will be able to see it. So this is, the thread is 86 mm, and you need a big filter. The filters for this lens is not cheap, and I already bought this B+W filter for this lens, which is 86 mm, and you can attach it to the lens. So you need a big filter for this lens. Yeah, so now if you can see this lens with a big filter there, the filter size, it's here on the lens. It has, they mentioned that it needs a 86 auto and manual focus button here, so you can be either on autofocus or manual focus. But in the autofocus you can use the manual override, so while the focusing you can, even though you're on the autofocus, but you can still override with the manual focus thing. So now we will compare this lens with the other lenses. So the next lens which I'm trying to compare with for the size purposes, it's a Tamron 90mm macro lens. It's a new lens, and this one I thought pretty heavy, but as compared to the Sigma is more heavier than the Tamron lens. And if you compare it, like, it looks quite small. The Tamron lens looks quite small as compared to the Sigma lens. And this one is pretty heavy as compared to the other lenses, because the Sigma lens have a weight of 1130 grams, whereas the other lenses are not. Lens with the other Sigma lens, the Art Series lens, I have Sigma 50mm 1.4. For the comparison purposes, I'm comparing this Sigma 50mm with this Sigma 85mm. If you look at the size, the Sigma 50mm looks quite smaller as compared to the Sigma 85mm. Let me remove this hood, and here you can see the filter size on the Sigma 50mm is 77 mm, whereas the filter size on this one, on the Sigma 85mm, it's 86 mm. So you can see the size of this lens as compared to the 50 mm. They're both Art Series lenses, but this one is much smaller as compared to the 85 mm. It's heavier, it's much heavier, and even as compared to the length, the 85 mm lens is much bigger and much chunkier as compared to the 50 mm. Okay, so when it's compared to the Sigma 85 mm with the 24 to 70 mm lens, the 24 to 70 mm lens a little longer, but it's not that heavier as compared to the Sigma 85 mm. And if you even look at the filter size, it has a smaller filter size as compared to this Sigma 85 mm. And the Sigma 85 mm lens is much heavier as compared to the Sigma, the 24-70 Nikon lens. So let's attach it to the camera and see how it looks on the camera. So now I will be attaching this lens to my Nikon 610. So after attaching it to here, okay. So now it has been attached to Nikon 610, and it's pretty heavy, this combination of the lens and the camera. The 610 is heavy, and the Sigma 85mm lens is heavy too. So look at from each angle and see how it looks on this camera. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this lens. And at the end of this video, I will be attaching a couple of pictures taken with this lens, and even this lens picture as compared to the other lenses. So stay tuned for those one. Okay, and see you next time until I will do the unboxing of any